This is a video to demonstrate that the Pro Action Replay 2 for the Mega Drive and Genesis also supports Game Genie codes. This will probably work for the Pro Action Replay 1, as I think the only difference between 1 and 2 is number 2 stores existing cheat codes, so you can select them, and also you can put in up to 100 different lines of code. These codes here I got from gamehacking.org. They're listed as Game Genie codes, and they've got a little converter to try and convert them to Action Replay codes, but it says it can't be done, but you can convert them to the standard hexadecimal. All the codes on gamehacking.org that are for Action Replay are listed as having FF at the start, which I think is for RAM. The ones that don't have FF or 00 or 01, I think is to access the ROM. So I converted these Game Genie codes to standard hex format, and I've input them into the Action Replay. And this specific code is for invincibility, so you can walk through enemies and not die. You can still jump on them and kill them. The first code is the master code, and the second code is the invincibility code. The Action Replay 2 and Pro Action Replay 1 have a switch with 3 different positions. One's for on, one's for off, and the other bottom one's for training. It's currently in off position, so I'll start the game. So we'll switch it to on. And you'll see that I can walk through the enemies. Then if I switch it off, oh, I've died already. There you go. I'll switch it on. There you go. So from this, I'd assume it'll support all the Game Genie codes. I've not tried other ones, this is the first one I've tried. Doesn't seem to be much information about the Pro Action Replay. People seem to think it's only does RAM, and so does gamehacking.org. As I said, when you try to convert a Game Genie code to Pro Action Replay, it says it's unsupported. But then when I use the standard hex, it works fine. So this means that the Pro Action Replay can do ROM and RAM, and there's 100 lines of code. With this cartridge, it also got a trainer, so you can make your own codes. It searches what RAM's getting used, possibly what ROM, what numbers are attached to it, and you can search and you can make alterations. So yeah, Pro Action Replay 2 seems to be pretty good for ROM hacking for the Mega Drive and RAM hacking, as you can have 100 lines of code, so all these crazy codes that you can use in emulators that have, some of them have maybe 15 to 20 lines, this would be able to support it. It's strange that it's not more widely known.